In Commitment 2024, a candidate for Florida House District 38 in Seminole County is being targeted in a new TV ad.
Is Sarah Henry really an anti-Christian radical? We get the facts from West 2 News political reporter Greg Fox.
Red flags. We see them on bad plays, bad deals, and bad politicians.
This new ad from the Republican Party of Florida wants voters to see red when it comes to Democratic Florida House District 38 candidate Sarah Henry.
The red flags on Sarah Henry. Henry repeatedly attacks people of faith, called the cross a symbol of discrimination, called Christians white nationalists, even opposed optional prayer at school football games.
Does Henry repeatedly attack people of faith? We'll call that false. She previously worked for the American Humanist Association. It believes people can be ethical and moral without religion, and religion has no place in government. On the claim that she called the cross a symbol of discrimination, that's misleading.
A massive Christian cross is a symbol of discrimination and exclusion.
True, Henry said that during a 2019 interview on Fox News. But she was arguing for a lawsuit to relocate from government land a World War I memorial in the shape of a Latin cross in Maryland. The U.S. Supreme Court later ruled the cross can stand. On the claim that she called Christians white nationalists, we'll call that mostly false. In an article focusing on male supremacism, Henry did not call all Christians white nationalists. She said religious dominionism, white nationalism, and male supremacy are inextricably intertwined. According to Political Research Associates, dominionism is an idea that Christians are called by God to exercise dominion over every aspect of society by taking control of political and cultural institutions. While some evangelical supporters of former President Donald Trump embrace this ideology, a Pew Research Center study shows in the U.S. far more support than oppose separation of church and state, about 67%. On the last claim, opposed optional prayer at school football games, we'll call that both false and misleading. Henry penned a news release on the humanist opposition to a Georgia high school football prayer breakfast and prayers before softball games. But it wasn't optional. It was organized by school staff. The humanist claimed a constitutional violation of the separation of church and state. Organized prayer is banned in Georgia and Florida.
Sarah Henry, too hateful, too radical, too many red flags.
The ad is backing Republican incumbent David Smith in the Seminole County House race. Henry provided a statement reading, "I have always held the deepest respect for every person's religious beliefs, but it is not the job of elected officials to impose their own religious beliefs on the public or elevate one religion over another." This is a rematch of the 2022 race in which Smith beat Henry by less than 5%. So clearly the Republican Party is worried about Smith being able to keep this seat and pouring plenty of money into ads to attack Henry. With Get the Facts, I'm Greg Fox.
We reached out to Republican David Smith to ask him if he stands by the ad's claims, and he emailed us saying, quote, "After conducting a review of the original source materials, the quotes attributed to Sarah Henry are accurate." You can watch all of our Get the Facts reports by going to WESH.com and clicking on the Commitment 2024 tab.